of order and obedience. Every breath a person takes brings them closer to that destined encounter. When that moment finally arrives, Azrael does not hesitate, nor does he delay. His role is sacred, given by divine authority, ensuring that no soul leaves too early or too late. This responsibility places him at the center of one of life's greatest mysteries, the transition between existence and the unknown. While humans fear death because they do not understand it, Azrael understands it completely, for it is his purpose, his duty, and the reason he exists beyond the limits of human life and time itself. At the exact moment written in destiny, Azrael approaches the soul, unseen by human eyes, but deeply felt in ways that cannot be explained. The environment around the person may seem unchanged, yet something profound begins to shift. Time, as it is experienced by the living, appears to slow or even pause, as if the world itself acknowledges the significance of what is about to happen. Azrael does not act with force or violence. Instead, his presence initiates a process that gently or firmly separates the soul from the body. This separation is not random. It follows a divine order that ensures everything happens as it should. For the individual, this moment may feel like drifting away from physical reality as senses begin to fade and awareness shifts inward. The body, once full of life and movement, begins to lose its connection to the essence that gave it purpose. Azrael's role in this process is precise and unwavering. He does not interfere with the emotions or fears of the individual. He simply fulfills the task he was created to perform. In that moment, the boundary between life and death is crossed, not with noise or spectacle, but with a quiet certainty that marks the end of one journey and the beginning of another. For those who have lived with faith, kindness, and righteousness, the presence of Azrael is described as calm and even comforting. The separation of the soul from the body in such cases is said to be gentle, like water flowing smoothly from a vessel without resistance. There is no struggle, no fear, only a sense of release, as if a heavy burden has finally been lifted. The soul, no longer bound by the limitations of the physical body, begins to experience a new form of awareness, one that is free from pain and earthly concerns. In these moments, Azrael's role feels less like an end and more like a guide, leading the soul from one state of existence to another. The transition is peaceful, reflecting the life that was lived and the choices that were made. This gentle separation highlights an important truth, that death itself is not inherently painful or terrifying, but can be a moment of peace, depending on the condition of the soul. Azrael does not create this peace, but he facilitates the process that allows it to unfold. His duty remains the same, yet the experience differs, shaped entirely by the life that came before that final moment. In contrast, for those who have lived in darkness, burdened by wrongdoing, denial, or a life disconnected from purpose, the encounter with Azrael can feel very different. The separation of the soul may become difficult, as if the soul clings to the body, unwilling or unprepared to let go. This resistance creates a sense of heaviness, a struggle that reflects the weight of one's own actions and choices. It is important to understand that this difficulty is not caused by Azrael himself. He does not inflict pain or suffering. He merely carries out the task assigned to him. The discomfort arises from within the soul, shaped by the life it lived and the state it is in at the moment of departure. As the connection between body and soul weakens, the individual may experience confusion, fear, or a sense of loss, as everything familiar begins to fade away. Azrael remains constant and unwavering throughout this process, ensuring that the separation is completed as it must be. This contrast between a peaceful and a difficult departure serves as a powerful reminder that death is not just an event, but a reflection of a person's journey, revealing the true condition of the soul at the moment it leaves the physical world behind. In the end, Azrael's purpose is not to bring death, but to complete a transition that every living being must face. He is neither an enemy nor a force of destruction, but a servant fulfilling a role that is essential to the balance of existence. Without him, the natural order of life and death would collapse, leaving souls trapped between worlds. His presence ensures that every journey has an ending, and every ending leads to a new beginning beyond human understanding. Azrael stands as a bridge between two realities, guiding souls from the temporary life of the physical world into the permanence of the unseen. Though feared by many, his role is deeply connected to justice, order, and divine will. He does not act on emotion, nor does he deviate from his purpose. Every soul he takes is part of a greater design, one that humans can only begin to comprehend. In this way, Azrael represents not just death, but the continuation of existence in another form. His duty reminds us that life is temporary, but the soul is not, and that one day, without exception, every person will encounter him and step into the unknown beyond this world.